Hey guys, so sorry for this little impromptu intro, but yeah, I'm a little bit haggard, as you can tell. I just kind of sorted and organized all of my SAS purchases so I can show you my final hauls from summer 2025 Bath and Body Works semi-annual sale. And I do this video probably since the past 2 or 3 years of shopping SAS, where I save everything or try to save everything that I purchased and then do a final video showing everything categorized and tally up what I bought. So if you like this, please subscribe and drop me a message. Let me know how your SAS went. I was very surprised how successful this one was. Yeah, at the beginning, I was like, okay, it's fine, I probably won't buy that much. And then they just kept giving us like such good candles, 75% off, perfume. So it just, yeah, accumulated. And some of it I've sold. I've, friends on here on YouTube like asked me for some items that they could not find at their stores. So I've already like sent those off. I will kind of maybe do a voiceover and let you know what items those were to include in the totals because they won't be seen here. And some of them have been sold on my Mercari and Facebook. I'm part of a Facebook group that does buy sell trades. So yes, so it's not everything, but it's a lot. And I was very, very pleased with this SAS. So now I'm ready to move on to fall. I have a huge fall haul to show you guys, but there was a couple bulbous orders I still have to get from my store and an order that's arriving tomorrow. So that will come later this week. So stay tuned. And yeah, let's get into this huge final SAS overview of everything. And let's start with the candles because they take up the most room. I think this is the most candles I've purchased during any SAS. Um, yeah, very surprised. Like usual, they dropped some at the beginning of the sale the first day, and then there were some here that were $10.99 that I purchased, and then yeah, surprised. At first I was like, I didn't find many 75% off candles, kind of disappointed, a little bit lackluster at the like 5 stores I went to, but then I think it was the second week they dropped the spring scent 75% off, and that just blew my mind and made this SAS totally worthwhile in my opinion. Um, let's see here. These are the only single wicks that I got 75% off. I had another Forever Sweet single wick, but I sent that off in friend mail. 2 blue raspberry snow cones and 1 berry waffle cone. Okay, let's start with this beauty that I found on day 1 of SAS on the $10.99 table, and I could not believe that it was going to ring up $10.99. I thought maybe 50% off, but no, $10.99. So of course I picked that up, and that was one of my favorite finds on day 1. These are some of the leftover holiday scents, well, except for this that came out for SAS. But yes, I purchased these online because I wasn't sure if I would find them at my stores, which is good because I did not. So those were 75% off. I found these at my store on day 1. They only had Feliz Navidad. They had like 4 of them. So I picked up 2, 75% off, and that I picked up when they finally dropped 75% off. I think, third week, maybe the second week? No, I think it was the third week. The Christmas in July dropped 75, so I got that. More of the Christmas in July, but I picked up, I think, 2 of the hot cocoa and creams the first day online because they were member exclusives or online exclusives. They were not going to be at stores, so I got those $10.99 because I didn't want to miss out. And then when they dropped 75% off, they were still showing available, so I picked up 2 more 75% off, and then the 2 Merry cookies also 75% off. And then the rest of the Christmas in July, 2 more winter candy apples, 2 of the 'Tis the Seasons, and 2 fresh balsams were all BOPUS's at my store. Luckily, they fulfilled it the first day, so I didn't have to worry about getting to my store in time, because when I did get to store, I think the next day, all of them were gone except winter candy apple. So those were all 75%. These were the candles released for SAS, and not a big fan of the packaging, but I got them only the 2 scents that I was interested in: Sugared Pretzel Twist, which is supposed to be new, and Citrus Grove, which was returning, but I do like that scent. So I got 2 of each for the $10.99 first day of the sale price. And then this was not available online anymore, but my store still had them for BOPUS. So I picked up 2 more Sweetest Songs for $10.99. The Strawberry Daiquiri, I think I picked up also the first day of the sale, 75% off online. Mahogany Coconut as well, 75% off. That I found in store, my store, 75%. And then I did a price adjustment on one of these lavender ones because I initially bought it for $10.99. Not realizing my store was going to have a plethora of Emily in Paris candles when they dropped 75% off during that second wave. So I picked up another one and the Champagne in Paris, and I got a price adjustment for that one for 75% off. And then when I recently went in store, they still had a ton of the lavender ones, but none of the other scents from Emily in Paris. So these were also during the second wave of 75% off candles. So 2 picnic petals, a lavender marshmallow, 2 lemon espresso twists. I had another lavender marshmallow, but my friend Deborah requested that, so I sent that to her. They were all 75%. This Moana candle was the last one at my store, and it was still $10.99, so I got that one. More of the spring collection that dropped 75% off. So I did get 2 backyard honeysuckles. I believe those were online. Blue Sky Haze, because my store did not have either of those when they dropped. 3 sugar jasmines, 2 from online that didn't have the special lids, but my store had a bunch, so I grabbed another one with that special lid for 75%. And then from that same collection, I picked up 3 hummingbird tea cakes. These were the only 2 fall scents that my store had a whole table full the first week. So I picked up 1 of each, not like I needed them, but when I was not finding many 75% off candles, I'm like, well, might as well because they're here. And then, of course, I ended up with all of these eventually. So yes, so I had these all 75. And then this collection, these 2 flower childs I got as BOPUS from my store. 2 garden weathers, 1 might have been from online, 1 might have been left at my store, so I got it. And 1 fresh cut lilacs was also from online, since my store did not have those. And the last crate, the Forever Sweet. I could not believe how many I ended up finding, because there was more than even these 4 here. I ordered 3 online the first day for $10.99. So I could not get price adjustments because I just didn't feel like doing an online return and repurchase. 3 of those, and then they dropped 75% off, and I ended up picking up, I think, 3 more. No, I ended up picking up 4 more because 3 of them were being sent to my friends that requested them. So I had a total of 7 Forever Sweets that I picked up during the sale. And then these 2 Springtime in Paris were at my store, so I got those for 75% off. And not pictured here are another 8 3-wicks I had done as BOPUS at my in-laws store, so they have them for me, and I just haven't seen them yet to get those to include. But yes, 8 more 3-wicks from the haul. So a total, including the 4 that I sent off to the friends and the 8 from my in-laws and all of these crates and the globe candle, I purchased a total of 71 3-wicks. Yeah, I think that is the most I've ever purchased during a SAS. Maybe even a candle day, almost. It's even better than candle day because these are like cheaper for the most part. 71 3-wicks. and 6 single wicks because one was sent as friend mail. Okay, aside from candles, 75% off, perfumes and colognes are my next favorite thing to find during SAS, and I found a lot, I think. Not as much as some people, but definitely happy with my finds. I have 3 of the Perfect in Pinks. I knew my store had plenty, so I was just waiting till they dropped, and when they did, I went in and picked up 5. 2 of them my friends requested, so 2 of them were sent off, and one sold on Mercari. And then I just went in recently and they still had like 7 or 8 left. So I picked up another one. So I might keep one as a backup and then sell the other 2 here. And then if you saw my video or not, the Always and Forever perfumes were on the 75% off table, but they rang up 50%, and my store associate was super sweet and just honored the 75% off price, but there was like a calculation error, so there was an additional 50% off the 75% price. So yeah, when I was looking at the receipt, that's crazy. So I had 4 because I cleared them out when I thought they were 75%, and even better when I got that glitch. And 2 of them went to friends here on YouTube. I did not catch the $3.99 glitch for the Love perfume oil. Yeah, unfortunately, I didn't think my store had any, so I didn't even bother going to see. And a few days later, I was in my store and saw they had 4. And of course, when I tried to see if it rang up, it did not. It was no longer $3.99. So I definitely was kicking myself, but that's okay. It all worked out with the Always and Forever perfumes. But yeah, the Love was 75% off when I did go in store and picked up all 4, but one went to my friend. Colognes, Gingham Legend, I picked up the first week, 75% off. My store had 1. Deep Ocean, they had a couple, so I got 1 for resale, 75% off. I picked up 2 bourbons, 75% off, but 1 went to my friend. And I think they had a couple Glories, so I only picked up 1 of those. And then all the minis. So Always and Forever was 75% off in the travel sprays the first day. So I picked up those 3 when I saw it first day at one of the stores. And then I got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Perfect in Pink travel sprays. I'm counting these sets here. They were 75% off, so they were like just under $10, and they include 3 of the luxury perfumes. So I got 4 of those sets, so that's 12. And then these 3 Guilty as Figs, Loyal to You, a Viva Vanilla, and a Strawberry Flirt. And also, I believe my friend picked up 4 of the luxury travel sprays for Bopus at her store that I have to get when I see her next time. Maybe not till like November. That will be, they were $3.99, I believe, when she picked those up for me. I think a couple of them were pistachio glaze because they were hard to find, but they had them at her store and fulfilled, and I don't remember the other 2, but we'll get those when they come. So total, so counting the ones I sent to my friends and sold, 14 full-size perfumes, 5 colognes, and then I'm going to count these individually, so 12, 31 travel perfumes. Okay, some miscellaneous items and gift sets. I got the Coco Shea. My store had a ton of those, so I just picked up 1. I did get the Sweethearts crossbody bag at first, 50%, but then they dropped like a few days later, so I did a price adjustment for 75% off. The In the Stars gift bag, the Sweetest of the Bunch, which is Sweet Pea gift set, and the 2 Eucalyptus and Spearmint gift sets from online. Those were online. Those were all 75% off. I picked up, of course, the Billy the Duck accessories bag. It's just too cute, with 2 of the pocket bag holders. Those were, well, the Billy the Duck was, I I think $10.95, so about 50% off just about, but the pocket back holders were full price at $4.95. I got the Emily in Paris coffee cup, 50% off. I didn't feel like doing a price adjustment on that, but I already have one, so I just got that because it was there. And 2 of the French Mimosa detergents and 2 of the fragrance boosters when they dropped to $4.98. And I ordered those online, and I could not believe that they still shipped because I thought they were going to cancel them saying they were sold out. So that was a great score on those. Okay, fine fragrance mists. I do have minis over here. I have 5 of the Tiana minis, but I think I sold a couple, so I'll have to tally those. Sweet carrot cake and a Tutti Frutti candy, because I think at first the minis were like 3 for $7, so I needed to get a couple other minis to satisfy that. I'm not a huge fan of the Christmas packaging, but when it dropped 75% off, I was like, okay. Well, first I got Merry Cookie and Winter Candy Apple because I heard like stores weren't getting all 4, some of them. So I was like, okay, well, these are available 50%, so let me just go ahead and grab those now. But I did get those price adjusted. And of course, those were the 2 my local store ended up having, but they did not have for Frosted Coconut Snowball and Winterberry Wonder. So I had to order those online when they were 75% off because I just wanted to have all 4 since they never did like a Christmas in July release before. So even though I'm not a huge fan of it, I wanted to find free Christmas and candles. Super surprised I found Forever Sweet body care at my store. They did not have many shower gels. I think there was like 1 or 2 they ended up having when I went, but these are the 3 full-size ones I have left. I did get a mini as well at first. I found it the first week, so I had a mini that sold. 3 Velvet Sugars. I was only going to do 2 for myself, but I thought my friend Deborah was looking for one, so I got one for her, but she ended up finding it, so I have 3. I just picked up a pistachio glaze because I have 2, but I was like, you know, they might not bring that back. So let's do 1 more. A lot of people were not finding chocolate amber at their stores for fine fragrance mist, so I picked up 5, and I might keep 2. 2 blue raspberry bursts, a Emily Champagne in Paris. I picked up the musk for a friend that was looking because her store didn't have it and my store did. Cozy vanilla bourbon, that was a surprise to find singly. A Forever Red Vanilla Rum, Into the Wild, Be Enchanted, and Bali Mango. So total, plus the ones I sent off and sold, are 27 full-size fine fragrance mists and 10 mini fine fragrance mists. Shower gels. I'm actually surprised I didn't get as many more as I expected. um, of course, the Christmas in July, 75% off. I did not get Frosted Coconut Snowball because I really only wanted it in the candles and soaps and fine fragrance mist. Shower gel, no. I only got the 3 cents I liked. Always and Forever, I just picked up that shower gel. Aqua Hour, Loyal to You, 2 Velvet Sugars, 4 chocolate ambers. My store still has a ton of the chocolate amber shower gels and body creams, I believe. Forever Red, Vanilla Rum, Bali Mango, Into the Wild, Be Enchanted, 2 blue raspberry bursts, a bubblegum pop. They still had a bunch of those too. And I found, I think, 2 Tiana shower gels I picked up the first day because they were mismarked at $3.99, but they were really only 50%. I sold 1 and they price adjusted it to $4, even though they were only supposed to be 50%. And I haven't seen them anywhere else, so I was glad I got those 2 at least. So total shower gels. Also not pictured were the 2 Forever Sweet shower gels that sold. So total was 23 shower gels. Okay, I usually don't do body creams or body lotions, but a couple of them, I was just too like, just get it. Maybe you'll use it. And some of them you'll sell. So some of them I did sell already. I picked up Bubblegum Pop body cream. That is the last Forever Sweet body cream I have left from the sale. 2 chocolate amber body creams. Like I said, my store still has a bunch of those, I think. A Guilty as Fig body cream. I got that. I think it was like a $4.99 price. Not the best, but I didn't know if I would find it again. 1 strawberry flirt. I actually just picked that up because I purchased one originally earlier, but my friend Viva La Marina was looking for it, and I was like, yeah, I have it. I'll send it to you. And then I found the last one at my store, so I was like, perfect. I still have one for myself, even though I don't know if I'll use it. 2 blue raspberry burst body creams, 2 of the lotions, because I figured maybe they could be sold as a set with the shower gel and fine fragrance mist. Forever Sweet body lotion. My store still had a few of those, so I'm surprised I only had 1 left. I thought I had a few more. Maybe I'll get a couple more. A Perfect in Pink body lotion. Sweetest Song body butter. That I got price adjusted because I originally bought it 50%, and then I got it price adjusted for 75%. Bubblegum Pop body lotion, Merry Cookie body lotion. That is actually for the friend that is getting the Musk Fine Fragrance Mist. She was looking for that. And 2 chocolate amber body lotions. I do not believe my store had many more of those left, so I only have 2. I also returned the honey body lotion I purchased because I just didn't think I would use it, and I ended up already having one originally, so I did not need a second. So I returned that full out. Plus the ones I sold, I have a total of 23 lotions and creams. And these are all the room sprays I got, 75%. I love getting room sprays, even though it takes me forever to go through them. When they're $2 and change, you cannot beat that. And I was lucky enough to hit my store's jackpot like right when they dropped and got so many scents. And then I would occasionally find 1 or 2 more as I kept going back in. So since they were still there, I would just pick up another 1 or 2, and yeah, got all of these. So 2 amber blushes, 3 white t-shirts, 2 sweet orange and agaves, 2 raspberries and whipped vanilla, 3 tiki beaches, 2 pineapple mango, a tropical cherry, a strawberry melon, a pink pineapple sunrise, 3 You Are the Ones. I had 4 perfect in pinks, but 1 is going to a friend. A flower child, a pink lilac and vanilla, and 1 fresh rainfall and linen. So in total, I have 27 room sprays. So I did pick up a few wallflowers the first day because I was afraid some of the scents would sell out by the time they dropped 75%. And I think it was like 5 or 6 maybe that were $3.50. And I think these duos online were maybe, I don't know, $6. I don't remember. But I do have some that are finally coming tomorrow in my order that I thought I could grab some more scents that were not showing as BOPUS, 75% off, and some of them were canceled, but I believe I do have 13 that are coming still. So I have the Caribbean Escape, Flamingo Beach, 2 berry hibiscus coolers. I wanted to get more of those, but they got canceled from my last order. 2 grapefruit peaches, a strawberry melon, 2 lucky vibes, a backyard honeysuckle, a sparkling watermelon, 3 Santorini sunsets, 2 lullaby dreams, a water lily springs, 4 Parisian pink roses, 3 of the I love you pink lilac and vanilla, turquoise waters, 2 sweetest songs, 2 Cinderella, 1 springtime in Paris, 1 island margarita, and 1 orange pineapple punch. So plus the 13 that are on their way, I have a total, counting these as 2 each, 47 wallflowers. And soaps. I was pretty surprised none of the soaps really dropped 75% off towards the end of the sale. They kept them like at the $3.50 price. So yeah, that was a little disappointing. I did get 3 bar soaps, which I just use for showers. Eucalyptus spearmint, silk suds, and pink grapefruit finally dropped 75% off. I don't know why it wasn't when these 2 were, but I found one. And these were the only 3 soaps I got 75% off at the first week of the sale because they were left over from winter. I was very surprised to find them. 1 Emily in Paris Champagne in Paris, 2 of the blue raspberries, and then the Christmas soaps dropped, So I got 2 frosted coconut snowballs. I didn't even realize I got 4 Mary cookies. I think maybe 1 or 2 of them I purchased before it dropped because I didn't know if it would run out. 3 winter candy apples, 2 fresh balsams, and the 4 hot cocoa and cream I purchased when they were only 50% off the first day because they were online exclusive, and I'm glad I did because they were not around by the time the rest of the collection dropped 75%. So yeah, I'm not mad at that because I don't know if they ever came out in a soap form before. So in total, not many soaps this SAS. So that is 18 foaming soaps and 3 bar soaps. And last, finally, just the little minis that I picked up. These pocket bags were, I think, all 50% off. So 2 book lofts, and then one is missing of the Forever Sweet because I sent that in friend mail. So 9 Forever Sweet. And then these were usually just part of the 3 for $7 deal, or maybe some of them were 75% off, but I don't think so. I think I got them all 3 for $7. So 2 Gingham All-American hand creams, 2 of the Love Aromatherapy hand creams, a Perfect in Pink Diamond Shimmer Mist, 4 Tiana lip glosses. I think I had 1 more that sold, a Belle lip gloss, Cinderella, and Jasmine. So yeah, that's all the littles that I picked up. So you guys, that is everything pretty much from my Summer SAS 2025 shopping trips. I think I did maybe 3, maybe 4 online orders, probably 4 online orders, many trips into my store, probably once or twice a week, and then the other stores the first week because we were out by my in-laws. So I hit up 4 other stores out there during the first 2 days. But then other than that, it's just been my store ever since, and I found quite a lot with that and the online, so not mad about that. I did end up picking up 2 Forever Sweet body lotions from my store tonight that were not included in this because, yeah, I went to go get a Bopus and they were there, so I was like, might as well grab these last 2 body lotions in Forever Sweet. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed watching my hauls, seeing the final totals of everything. Yes, it is probably the biggest SAS haul I've ever done, and I think it was a great sale. I was very happy to find so many 75% off candles and perfumes and just like other parts that I wasn't really expecting. So many room sprays. Kind of disappointed on the soaps, but you know, you can't have it all. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. And now we're on to fall. I know. Too early? Is it? I don't know. I love fall. Anyway, I'll talk to you soon. Bye.